Hey guys, welcome to Mad Matt's Minecraft here on the WandCowCraft server. If you would like to be on the WandCowCraft server, please leave me a comment down below. And yeah, I'll be able to talk with you about getting you on here because we need more people. We have maybe 5 or 6 people on the moment who come on, and we could use a little bit more, a little bit more people to make it worth it. Anyway, we'll start off this uh today with a level 30 enchant on a Vile Sword, one of the Feed the Beast special things from the Soul Shards mod. I'm really looking for Soul Stealer 3 would be the best thing I can get on there. Some sharpness would also be really good. Disjunction 4 Knockback 2. That's a pretty crap sword, actually. Disjunction is sharpness for Endermans only, and knockback is never quite as useful as you would want. So anyway, today, what we're going to do real quick is, Dignity had asked me, was over here messing around and looked at my stuff, and he's like poking around, and all of this Thaumcraft stuff looked way confusing to him. So today we will, do a bit of Thaumcraft. Did that say Crucible? It did say Crucible. It's not entirely what I wanted. Anyway, yeah, we'll do some Thaumcraft. And to start with, we will do some of the basic stuffs. I need a Vice Shard. A V's Shard is what these things are called. They're pretty important. They're like the first thing that you need to get. You find them while you're mining. They look all crumbly and stuff. I'm going to use up an Earth Shard for this. And what you do is you take an Earth Shard, stick it in a corner, grab a stick, and a golden nugget. I need to go to resources again. And this will make you a Wand of the Apprentice. Which starts with no vis in it, but it absorbs it from the atmosphere, as you can see down there. It's going really quickly because I am in a fairly magical area. A lot of silverwood trees, a lot of greatwood trees. There's a lot of magic going down. So yeah, and after a couple of seconds, it will fill up. Now there's 4 things for us to make here. I need one of those actually. I'll need some of that. And it's going to look very duplicate to what's going on here. The next thing that we need to make is a table. One of the cool things in Feed the Beast is this puppy here. Get one of them. And we need a total of 3 of these. Don't have quite enough for them. But tables are really cool. They're kind of a decorative thing. And more decorative things are never a bad thing in the old Minecraft. Yeah, they look really cool. That's way awesome. I need 3, and I'm just going to turn the rest of these into barrels, because barrels are also way awesome, and I'd rather have barrels. Oh, that doesn't come out. Anyway, so what you need to do, we'll come over to this corner and do our duplicate station. You need to throw down 3 tables. And then, that's the second one. Now, the Wand of the Apprentice, once you have charge in it, you can right-click on the single table, and it becomes a arcane work table. And the wand, as you can see, is in here. And so there's certain recipes and stuff that you need to do that involve that. This takes a little bit more resources and involves me running out here and, chickens. Give me eggs. Good chickens. Oh, excellent. Good. You're a replacement for your father, who is sacrificed to our viewers. Excellent. He left me a feather. That's what I needed from him. Now the question is do I have a squid sack? If not, I might have to go find a squid sack. Squid sack. Aha, squid sack. So, in a crafting square, we need a feather, a file, and a thing to make scribing tools. And so let's go back up to our magic floor. Still working on the building, as you can tell. Nope, that's the good one. There it is. So, 2 tables next to each other, right-click on them with scribing tools, and it makes this awesome little scribing desk that I think is backwards, but that's fine. That's just an appearance thing. That doesn't matter. So now we have this extremely confusing thing, and this is now a research table, though. It doesn't say it anywhere. And this does some pretty cool stuff. This is actually one of my favorite mechanics in Feed the Beast, and it's one of the reasons why Thaumcraft is one of my favorite mods. So there are all these secrets of the magical universe that I do not know. I don't know them at all, and that's what this research table is for. So there's a lot of things going on here. First, there's 5 slots over here. I've only ever used one, really, at a time. Then there's a bunch of things right here that don't meet, that you can't highlight. There's a magnifying glass, button up there, cursory, thorough, and a big thing here. So it starts with paper, because you need to take notes, and you plop it down in this thing right here. And then nothing happens. Cursory and thorough. Cursory means that it's less chance of items being destroyed. Thorough means you get a more chance of items getting destroyed and a better chance of getting percentages. I normally set it to thorough because I don't like my odds of getting stuff back. Oh, there's a medal in it? That's kind of cool. So, now, if you go mouse over stuff in your inventory and press the shift key, you see all of these weird little pictures. If you've just been playing Feed the Beast and you've seen them here, they've probably been weirding you out. But yeah, there's all of these little pictures here, and you've probably no idea what they meant. But they are Thaumcraft stuff. Really tempted to use that sword as a thing. And so what we do is we take something, and let's take this charcoal. Charcoal seems like a good thing. We dump it, put it into this slot here. This is the slots of what we're researching, and we're pouring over on our research table this pile of charcoal, trying to figure out what makes it work and what magical aspects that it has. Well, we know that it has ignis, which is fire and heat, and potentia, which is power and energy and strength, and lignum, which is wood, forest, and trees. So wood, power, and fire, and we hit the research button, and when we hit that, things change. First of all, we have this here, which is research notes, unknown theory. So we've started to learn something, so we're starting to write stuff down. It used up a piece of paper to do that, so having a good paper supply there is good, though you're only working at one at a time. Up here, this is what the theory is, and this is actually a language, so you could totally learn how to translate this. But that'd be a lot of work. And over here, it says it's obscurus. It means that one aspect that we just did is in there. So what we have to do is we have to hit the button again and again. And okay, now we know that fire, that whatever this unknown thing is, it has something to do with fire. So we will go through. Oh, here's an important thing. And if you note, these are no longer bright. They're kind of grayed out. And so we know that it's only fire that we're looking for in this recipe. And that was it. That's all. And that's all that we can learn from that piece of charcoal. And so now we have to try and say, oh look, we have sand. Maybe sand will do something. Actually, sand did. That's very weird. Wasn't expecting it. The unified thaumic field theory. Okay. I know exactly what that is. That's what I've been working on over here on this table. So that's kind of pointless. I'm almost done with it here. But yeah, as things become more clear as you research them, it gives you once you reach 50% research, it'll reveal this piece of paper for you, telling you the type of things that you are getting close to discovering, as well as giving you a percentage here. And then, you guys probably can't see my mouse, which is kind of annoying. I only have mutatio left, which comes from these little birdies over here, which are still growing. Fire resistance. This is how I had 30 levels. I've been farming Blaze. Now, there is another important thing that we need. So, let's go gravity. Do I have a... No. Okay. Well, I'm not going to waste a bookcase on you guys, because I sadly don't love you viewers that much, because you guys don't comment as often as you ought to. But what you can do is you can come up with a wand. We'll pretend this torch is a wand, and you can come up to a bookcase and right-click on it, and what'll happen is it won't place a torch on it, but it'll turn into a floating Thaumonomicon, which totally just threw from my inventory. Now, what this is it's a book that has all of the research, and it's got a cool GUI here, and it can tell you that you can learn how to make gunpowder, by using a Crucible, and which I need to talk about, and Fractus and Igneous to make it. So instead of having to hunt creepers, you can use 6 Fractus, which you can get in Cobblestone, and then 6 Ingus, which you can get in, say, Netherrack. So 6 Netherrack and 6 Cobblestone gets you a Gunpowder, instead of having to, go out and hunt creepers. It's not a great transaction. I can never type fast enough. It's not a great transaction, but it's decent in a pinch when you really need something. There's also other transmutations of how to make stuff into gold. Thaumium, which is what my picks are made of, which is, somewhere between iron and somewhere. It's like iron with the enchantability of diamond. It's a little bit harder than iron, though. I don't know. It's very useful. I love this stuff. You can make in your Thaumonomicon, you can look at the things, and you have a little arrow down here that says you can make picks and all these tools and all this really cool looking armor. And then the magical building blocks, which are the warded blocks that Etho used in his plane. No, it's not. What am I talking about? These are just useful. Hold on. Let me see what this says. Oh, these magical building blocks can be used in beacon bases, which is cool. Which totally changes how I kind of want to make my base. Yeah. There's a lot of cool stuff in there. And if you look at it, actually, there's cool things that you can see that are coming up. Once I get enough nether warts from my Mutatio, I'll be able to start making the magical wands, which is great, so I can get a wand of excavation, which is possibly the sexiest thing in Minecraft. I love me a wand of excavation. There's also golems down here that I can mess with, and there's a lot of stuff down here. There's also a little bit of hidden research, and brains in a jar are pretty sweet. I could be using one right now. So yeah, that's all really cool. One last thing. I think I need a bucket is this last thing. Bucket. Bucket with water in it. Wow, that's convenient. So what am I making, actually? Do I want to do Thaumium? What would be impressive, guys? Elementum is pretty impressive, actually. Fractus, Igneous, and Potentia. The best way to get Igneous and Potentia is charcoal, and cobblestone is a decent source of Fractus. So we're going to make some of this. That's a lot more cobble than I needed. Starting to do redwood trees. Taught my turtle how to do it. I got stuff going on over here. I got a lot of stuff. That's really cool. I'll have to show you guys that later. But yeah, so, not in here. Not in here. Where are we going? We're going here. So, if we look at Thaumonomicon, Alumentum is the name. It's one of the earlier things that you get. It uses fire and energy. Pretty much these 3 things are what you need to look for it. And so, it costs 5 Vs to make, and we'll talk about that in a second. And the ratio is 1 to 2 to 2. Okay. So, this crucible here is made by a cauldron, 7 pieces of iron that you right-click with a wand. There's a lot of wanding going on. And then you take, let's see here. Actually, it's 1 charcoal and 1. If you look at the aspects here, it's 2 fire and 2 potentia to 1 fractus. So 1, 2, 2. Dropped 1. And that might be decent numbers. It'll make some at least. And anyway, now that we have those things, if I had my goggles of arcane revealing or whatever they're called, I'd be able to see inside of it and be able to tell you exactly what is in there at the moment. But there is stuff in there. Don't worry about flux to start with. It's only when you start getting way into it that you need to worry about that. But if you right click, I made stuff. And now it's already in my inventory. And I've got 2 things of Elementum, which can make 16k of EU at a generator, which would be very, very useful. But it also does this really cool thing. And now I need to find something that I don't like. Like my sheep. I don't like my sheep. We're only going to use one of them for it. But, yeah. One of the cool things about it is it's a throne. Boom! Doesn't hurt stone, but it clears out dirt like a pinch. So yeah, Elementum. Very volatile. Also, makes a pretty good fuel source. And that's just one of the things that magic can do for you. There's a lot of very high-end stuff that I haven't done yet. Oh, I think it's going to fill up further than what it needs. Let me throw this in there then. Anyway, so yeah, that's the basics of Thaumcraft. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Unlike a lot of other Thaumcraft videos, I did not stand and research for forever, and I did not tell you exactly what to do. This was more of a introduction and less of a walkthrough. If you want a little bit more walkthroughiness, please let me know. Anything that you want me to spell out in plainer terms. I'll probably, once I finally get myself a wand of excavation, I will do that. I also have to demonstrate the Boots of the Traveler, which I absolutely love, and a lot of other stuff. So, yeah. But if you have any comments, please leave them down below. If you liked the video, hit the like button. And once again, my name is MadMatt and I'm here on the WandCowCraft server. And if you want to come and join and play with us, you totally should. And send me a private message, and I will get back to you as quickly as I can. Thank you guys for joining me today. Stay in line, and I will see you next time.